Okay.
So we're gonna talk about mahi and tuna fishing. We'll start with the lures that we like and then the techniques that we go for from there. This would be our favorite or personal favorite mahi lure. And then Amanda's holding what we call our tuna lure. They look really similar. So the cool thing about these lures is that if you had the tuna lure out and you came across some mahis, you wouldn't necessarily be putting yourself in a position not to catch them, and vice versa. A little thing to keep in mind for mahi lures is, for us personally, and I guess you guys can have your own experiences too, but we have light colors. So you can see there's blue and white. I would say
this here is a pink and white. So we definitely like to do blues and whites, pinks and whites.
Even pink and blue. And then another thing you'll notice is the shape of the head. It has a concave head. So that's something for mahi lures. And underneath, this is called, the first lure on the top is called an island lure. And then the little lure underneath it, these are little mylars. That's something fun that we like to add. Totally optional, but we feel like it gives it an extra little flair.
It's like a sparkly mylar that really helps it pop. We feel like you get more bites out of it. And so that's like specific to the mahi lure. The biggest difference you're gonna notice between a mahi and tuna lure in our experience is the shape of the head. So we've got the concave head, it kind of looks like a chugger. And then the tuna lure is gonna have like a bullet shaped head. So that's great for tuna. But like we were saying earlier, you can catch both species on both lures. Because when we put these out, if you come across some birds, most of the time, which we'll tell you like how we recognize the difference between a tuna bird and a mahi bird, but sometimes you really don't know. And you'll think you're under tuna birds and you'll put out your tuna lure or your bullet shaped head lure, which is red and black, and then there'll be mahi there. So it doesn't mean you can't catch them on this, and that's why we like both of these so much. And for tuna specifically, we definitely like darker colors.
Right, so that's like a red and black.
We got a red and black.
Another one would be this black and purple one that we like.
And then we got another lure here.
We like feathers a lot for tunas.
So this one is a red and white, and it's like an actual feather. Like, so tuna love feathers. They like the bullet-shaped heads. And mahi, there's another feather-looking one. And the mahi have more of a concave-shaped head. It's kind of like the lures will more jump on the surface, and then tunas were just like a little bit like deeper underneath.
Yeah.
So that's like the difference between the two lures. So rule of thumb, mahi is like brighter colors, concave shaped head. Tuna
darker
colors, bullet shaped head. That's like the simplest way to put it. But once again, you can definitely, and you will catch both on both lures.
Yeah. So let's move on to the rig. So for both lures, we like to use 7/0 J hooks. So this is a 7/0 J hook. And to tie the hook to the line, we just do a uni knot. That's a knot of choice, whatever you guys want to get, however you want to get your hook to your line.
As long as it doesn't slip.
Yes, as long as it doesn't slip.
You're gonna want to tie a knot straight to your 7/0 J hook. And then on the mahi lure, we put basically it's a shiny mylar underneath it with the
islander.
Concave shaped head islander. But then with the tuna one, we just go straight to the bullet shaped head. We always fish 40-pound leader with mahi and tuna. A lot of times you will see people using 60-pound, sometimes even 80-pound, which depending on like, you know, if you're hoping to land like a marlin in the process, that could work, but we feel like it's really overkill, and we really like to fish light tackle. I think you're gonna get more bites with a lighter leader, and I would rather risk losing the fish
and getting the bite.
And then
not getting the bite at all.
I want to get that bite. And as long as you're fishing light drag, you don't have the drag too tight, you won't have a problem. Mahi and tuna, they don't have sharp teeth. They're not going to wear through this.
You guys don't want your leaders to be this short, so we'll do like a 5-foot wingspan. No rocket science. If you're 6 foot tall and yours is 6 foot, that's fine. So I would say 5 to 6 feet.
Right, we do like a 5 to 6 foot leader. For the demonstration, we just put together a little, I don't know, 1.5 foot leader. And then to tie our leader to our main line, I like to tie some kind of loop knot. So this one is a perfection loop, that's our favorite, but any kind of loop knot you guys like would work. And then we go to a snap swivel. So the snap swivel from here would be attached to the main line.
Right, so if you're fishing on your fishing rod with braid or mono, whatever it is, you can just tie a snap swivel to that main line. And then that way, if you ever wanted to change your lures out, it's really quick.